Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 14 Week 5. Dragon Ball Zeus, the brothers against NATO. Last time Dragon Ball Zeus put their entire stock towards a late game that never arrived.
Yeah, that's very sad.
This time, let's see if a little bit changes.
I'm interested to see how the TI meta is going to affect playoffs this year, because the playoffs are coming like right when TI main stage starts.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, something might pop off at TI and start getting picks here.
We
like
definitely
Magnus
had
last year.
we've definitely had influence from other tournaments so far, affecting things. We've had group stage affecting things. Which has definitely been palpable recently in LD2L, right down to how people are trying to set up this season. I mean, London wanted to play Pause 3 this season just because Pause 3s were popping off.
That's true.
At the majors. Pretty much the same bans this time around. Both sides. Banning out the Pudge, banning out the Scarab, banning out the Undying, the Juggernaut here. Which means that statistically, the brothers against NATO are probably about to pick Marcy. Or DP,
or Death Prophet.
This time they're going to be the ones with the DP.
Yep.
Stole it right from Molsky there.
Hopefully they just pick exactly what the other team picked.
Yeah, there you go. They just do the exact same pick ban phase, but backwards.
Yeah.
So that means this is going to be Witch Doctor. That's not Witch Doctor! Dragon Ball Zeus has gone and messed it all up.
That hero is broken, however.
A very strong hero. Very good flex as well. You can kind of, you know, outside of 1 and 3, you can pretty much send silence or whatever you want.
10 seconds remaining.
56% win rate. Still.
5 seconds remaining.
And why is that, Randy?
His Q was changed. It's very broken now.
Team pick.
I think also Shard is pretty good. Centaur, the most boring hero in the game.
I definitely like the Centaur here against the Death Prophet so far. Just Rampage, a very good counter to the EXO.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, for sure.
Team back.
We got Nyx Assassin. Interesting.
Can be good at just squashing the silencer behind the lines, making sure the global doesn't come out at a good point in the fight.
Yep.
Also, Intburn is definitely good against silencer. Not so great against Centaur, who still has some options if he gets burned. But
I mean, Nyx doesn't do anything to Centaur, so.
I mean, he's not even laning against Centaur more than likely, so it's not really his job.
Yep.
Start going out again. They do not want to see this boss Slark. Maybe he's had a good turn of it. Some prior matches, who's to say?
5 seconds remaining.
Are you to say you've seen all of them?
Well, I mean in like pubs. He hasn't played it so far in this season.
Yeah, it could be pubs.
Dire team ban.
No Monkey King.
Monkey King. Interesting.
Haven't seen much of the old Monkey King so far this season. I think this is really the first season so far we've done of LD2L where that's been the case. Very prolific in season 12 and 13.
10 seconds remaining.
He even had his own team in season 13. That was crazy.
The old classic Lambert Monkey King.
Yep. I think a couple of matches we saw Mickle King as well.
Radiant team back.
No Clinks.
Yep.
Alright.
The brothers.
Clinks.
Yep. Clinks had a pretty good performance last game, even if it ultimately did not went out for them. Brothers saying no Clinks. Not wanting Ruskell to run that one back.
10 seconds.
Yeah, so he picks
remaining.
Lesh this time.
5 seconds remaining.
Unless it also gets banned. We'll see.
That's true, they do have another ban here. They might pick RG last. Have some more bans dropped on his head in that time. DBZ taking a little bit to make the ban out here. Gonna ban out the Pit Lord. I don't know, I feel like the Pit Lord, like, it was less a legendary Pit Lord game. I mean, Luth definitely did do good on the Pit Lord. It's a Pit Lord game that I give a thumbs up to. But, like, the Pit Lord game was really bad because, like, they already had right-click damage problems and he just made them a lot worse. Centaur Warrunner does not care about your, Pit Lord. Really, actually, one of the worst heroes for Pit Lord to be going up against.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Can very easily make sure that he doesn't care about your Firestorm. Has a very good source of damage against you with the double edge, no matter how much of his right click you're breaking, because that's not based on his right click, that's based on his strength.
Yep.
So.
Radiant team pick.
Tiny.
Tiny, going out.
Indeed.
I like Tiny's band noise, he just sounds disgusted, just ugh.
How dare you ban me?
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
DBZ very
5
methodical so
seconds
far
remaining.
with their picks in both games. Using a lot of this reserve time up.
You have it. Might as well use it.
Mm-hmm.
Dire team pick.
Warlock. I like it. Good support pick. Underrated.
We're
10
full of
seconds
the
remaining.
we're full of the Centaur.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, here's a funny thing for you, you know.
It works well with the silencer as well because you can link people and then his Q does like ridiculous amounts of damage. Like it already doesn't already, but
You can link people and have the Centaur stampede over people and just multiply the damage that comes out. I can definitely tell you this much. I don't know if it's a shard that gets as much attention as maybe it deserves. This is a great Centaur shard game. Just means like 2 or 3 double edges into a fight, you're just going to be doing like 60% of everybody's health every shot. Dark Willow. I believe this is her debut in Season 14.
yes,
I mean, you're saying yes like you've seen these games.
for sure. I mean, I've seen most of the lineups at least, so I don't think I
10
recall seeing a
seconds
Willow.
remaining.
Hopefully, it's a position 1
5
Willow
seconds
made famous by me in pubs.
Yeah, made famous by you in Russian all-random games.
Yeah. It's pretty good. If the enemy team has no carry.
And no brain. I like the Dark Willow here. The Dark Willow is just a pretty open and shut counter to the Centaur Warrunner. Just very
Yes.
antithetical to everything he wants to do. Can easily reset a fight if it's starting to go wrong with the Fear Bomb. And can make an
Radiant
Exo
team
that
pick.
previously was kind of solved a lot deadlier. Ursa,
Ursa.
huh? You know what? I kind of like the Ursa so far. There's really no Ursa counters at all banned out from the pool, so that there is like a,
Yeah.
you know, the
I
risk
mean,
you run in here, but
he doesn't care about Centaur. He doesn't really care about Silencer.
10 seconds remaining.
well, he cares about Silencer for a while. If
5 seconds remaining.
Global comes out and you're
I mean,
not
I
ulted,
guess so,
you
but
are miserable, but
Spy a Manta, Lamau.
yeah, there you go. Manta, you're not born with that thing, so for a while he's going to be fearing the Silencer. In particular, if Silencer is quick on the draw, or if Ursa isn't, Silencer should be able to make sure any gank on the Ursa is
Windrunner.
successful.
That's
Yeah,
unfortunate for Ursa, though.
Yeah.
Ursa despises that hero.
The good news is Dark Will is really good against it.
That's true.
Neeks ain't too bad either. And I'll even DP, yeah. You can wind run dodge a lot of things, but you cannot wind run dodge spooky ghosts. I don't think any of them are enough of a counter to Windrunner. She's gonna have a kind of rough game, and not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. Banning out the sniper there. Assuming this Windrunner is going to be one of the traditional boss waifu heroes.
Yeah, well, maybe.
10 seconds.
Well, it's a core Windrunner, right? Because Silencer.
Yeah, it has to be. Well, it doesn't have to be. You could have a core Silencer, but this game's going to be rough.
Could have Silencer mid, I guess, yeah.
Radiant team back.
Well,
Or
I don't
use
know. I think
Silencer.
actually outside of the Neeks Assassin, like the big issue with core Silencer is being in games where the enemy team has the ability to just run through everything and just beat the hell out of you. But as long as Silencer builds a Hurricane Bike, really the only thing that he would find scary at all would be the Neeks Assassin. Like, you know, Ursa can jump him, but he can't keep him there. You know, like I said, just a Hurricane Pike and Ursa's out of there. You know, Willow's not going to threaten him much. Death Prophet's not going to threaten him much.
Remaining.
So if it does a core Silencer, it actually is primed here for a pretty decent core Silencer game, if nothing else. But I don't really think they're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
I definitely would. I would like this a lot more as a core Windrunner game than a core Silencer game. That much is certain.
Because it's an awful core matchup for the Ursa.
Yep.
Radiant team picked.
Alchemist.
Alchemy is the future. That's a 3 DP then. We're going to be seeing the Luth Death Prophet. He's played that before to some pretty decent success.
Yep.
Kami Alk, I
10
assume.
seconds remaining.
Is Elk good in this game? I don't know.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a very dangerous pick. I don't know if
We
I would
just
have...
need your win to get Bloodthorn and then Elk dies every fight.
Like, I feel like it was a very risky pick not having the last pick here, because it could definitely bring in some very nasty business to rid the world of the Alchemist here.
See what they decide.
I can tell you this much, it's given Warlock a great excuse to go Spirit Vessel this game.
That's true.
Actually, what the hell am I saying? No, this is a bad Alchemist game. They've got 2 different ways to mess with his ult. The Centaur ult means that Alchemist just can't just hit R and walk away, and the Silencer ult means that sometimes Alchemist is not going to be able to hit R at all. So.
Or, again, you just buy Bloodthorn on wind.
Necro.
Oh
It's gonna be a
god, that's even
one-winner.
worse for Elk. Kind of rough for Elk. Pretty rough for Ursa. I think the only core that is not going to be miserable in this game is the DP, and even she's pretty miserable in a Necro.
Yeah. And she's also got, again, both a global silence
And wind,
the,
actually, come to think of it.
she's got the global silence to worry about, she's got the stampede to worry about as well, and neither of those things have gone away. God, Warlock Necro, what a combo too. That's just gonna be, there's gonna be so much damage coming out of these
Warlock
guys in the
Necro
mid-game.
Silencer. You like that?
This is gonna be I really like this DBZ draft, even if it is very early focused.
10 seconds
If they can
remaining.
win it early, oh man, it's gonna be very big for them.
5
At the very
seconds
least, if they
remaining.
can establish an unclosable gap early on, this can get really, really nasty for the brothers.
Yep. And it's also a pretty bad Ursa game, and a not great Elk game either.
You can really tell who the real Gs are because they still wait till the very end of the allotted time to pick their hero, even though it gives you the full amount of time now if you didn't
that's
use
true.
it. I like this particular skin for DP. It makes it look like she just you know, slept walk through a hot topic or something.
Just think about being an Ursa in this game, right? Like,
No, it sucks.
who do you go on? You can go on Wind, and she presses E. You can go on Necro, and he presses W. You can go on Centaur,
And he
I
presses
guess.
R.
Like, that's the only hero you can go on if he's ulted already, and even then it's like, maybe you kill him if Wind and Necro are predisposed to doing other things.
Yep. In particular, if Necro gets the shard, then that option is now gone for Ursa, as Necro can just throw the shard at the Centaur, basically as an A-Blade.
I don't think Ursa does anything in this game.
No, it's gonna be hard for Ursa. It's gonna be hard for the Elk too. There's just so much, again, so much to stop both his healing and like doing his ult at all. Stop them from getting away. I don't know.
But of course, after me saying that, he'll go like 30-0. So
yeah, it's just gonna happen. I mean, I will be rude enough to say that if Ursa does good this game, I do think it's going to be more on the failings of Dragon Ball Zeus than it is going to be on any kind of major success coming out of the Ursa, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like Ursa is in such a bad spot here, he can't succeed. They have to fail. That's how he wins this game, basically.
30 seconds to battle.
Like, kind of long and short of it. Check out this
Can
weird
I
flag here. It
blow
looks
up a
like a
balloon there?
boomerang or something.
yeah.
Oh, it's a bloody desolator. Okay.
Ursa Deso.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
One balloon met with another. I'm going to make invasion of some of the runes here.
3 for 1.
Alchemist wins. Both him and Necro are just standing on the bounty rune there at mid, and Alk actually won that exchange.
I've clicked him.
Yep.
Bottom lane getting poked here pretty heavily. Good stun.
Polsky gonna start out this lane phase rather low. Creep wave has met up in tower range of Putt.
Unfortunate.
When you block too well.
Yeah. Overblocking Radiant safe lane, definitely a problem.
I feel like you always see that happen in the Radiant safe lane. I feel like you basically never see that in the Dire safe lane. Maybe that's
You
like
can't do
Dire
it
has
in the
a higher
Dire
win
safe
rate.
lane. It's like, unless you super, like, block, like, some technically perfect block in the Dire safe lane, it will meet, like, out here. Pretty impossible to do it.
You see, that's where that Dire win rate comes from, you know?
Yeah,
It's all
true.
from that.
That and Roche contesting.
Yep. It is
Mid lane.
1 minute into the game, and RG is already diving under tower here.
Mid lane very violent again, very nice.
This time, shoes on the other foot rather than RG being the one. kind of
Ursa's
at a
stunned.
loss.
Ursa, oh, get him.
30 HP.
One more, he's dead. Oh, he didn't die.
He's
Got
dead.
Plus
First
2
blood.
Last
Plus 2. What is this courier doing here? Doesn't have any items on it. I assume Rada trying to move that to Secret Shop. Gonna get the Vanguard here. Unfortunately for him, Vanguard not gonna be much this game besides something you can disassemble later on. Does absolutely nothing to Ursa in particular.
as must be.
Pretty good way for the soft lane to start at least.
Kami has basically not gotten anything yet here at mid. He's just kind of watching Necro play this game solo.
And Elk, not famous for his laning.
Yep. Elk not famous for his laning, you better damn well believe Necro is. He even misses a flag creep that was basically free. That's very sad. Kami crying right now.
Just needs to hope he gets some stacks so he can kind of close the gap.
Molsky getting hammered by this offlane here, but Boss is having no problems at all.
Yep, and even if he is getting hammered, I mean, it's a warlock, so you
Yep,
either have to
doesn't
100 to 0 someone in a warlock lane, or like your effort is wasted, kind of.
And it's gonna be, I think, kind of a difficult. Okay, Silencer, very compromising spot. He might just die here.
He's dead.
Dire's top tower
Yep.
is under attack.
Ursa
Ursa
swats
getting
him
that
down. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean he gets his imp back.
Not like Ursa has any end anyway.
That's true.
Kind of an idiot.
Got him.
I don't mean Coffee Cat. I mean Ursa.
Literally Ursa, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not flaming.
I know how that sounds, but no, I'm just making a joke about how Ursa sounds like a dumbass whenever he opens his mouth. He's like, immortality!
Speaking of stacks, getting some new obs.
I know this is like an old nostalgia critic bit, and he's incredibly cringe right now, but like, it's just like, Ursa talks, like, man, Alk is so low. Ursa talks like if you're making fun of somebody, you think somebody's like a total idiot, you're making fun of them while doing an impression of them, that's how you talk, like, oh, I'm Ursa, I'm a big stupid bear, ho 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 ho!
Pretty true.
Is it winter already?
Ursa going on the silencer again. Good stun by Rada. Bail his friend out.
Yep. You know, I was directing the traffic enough here that Ursa's not in any kind of danger to follow. RG just lost a 20 last hit lead above Alchemist at mid. Alchemist didn't catch up, it's just not 20 last hits anymore.
Oh, there you go. At least it is that. Elk will leave this lane pretty soon, I think. Just farm sex.
Uh-oh, Rada.
Rose dead.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Kinda taking a very
Killed
casual spill there.
The curse of the silent. Silencer is blocked in by creeps. That is very unfortunate.
Is under attack.
Oh, he's just gonna go down too.
Oh man, these creeps standing here. MVP.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Call me.
But it's
Farming the
funny.
stacks up.
It feels like Earth is almost in the same position that Rada was last game. It feels like no matter how well this lane goes for Ursa, and to be blunt, it's not great. He does have a kill and an assist on record, but he also has a grand total of 9 last hits, and he's having to take the walk of shame back to lane. So while things in a way are going well for Ursa, in a different way they are most certainly not. And like Rada in the last game, despite a technical well-going lane here, it's hard to say it's going to mean much.
Alex gonna get a little poked.
Very bravely, Silencer just walking solo right into the enemy jungle. Just dropping sentries in all the camps, what an asshole.
I mean, yeah, that's what you gotta do against an
Exactly
elk,
what
right?
you do, yeah.
If you don't do that against an elk, he's gonna be dangerous.
Necro has shown up for this. This could be bad. This
RG?
Is, yep, the end of Alchemist.
Very good.
First scythe in the game goes right on Elk's head, and he just goes down very casually for it.
Okay, so they're definitely putting the thumb down on this elk. Like, they do not
Which is
want this
good.
guy getting quirm.
Exactly what you need to do against an elk.
Yep.
In no uncertain terms, this is exactly
sure.
how you win against him. Used to see it happen quite a lot on like Gotham Beans in particular. I saw it happen a couple of times on Pata. I saw it happen a couple of times on NWA. where you just have the Alk who's in a miserable out game, but it doesn't matter because nobody pays any attention to him. People just think because it's a bad out game, whatever, who cares, and so...
Yep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gonna let him be.
It's like, I always like to use the analogy anti-mage into Storm, right? Top lane.
Yep. Just watching Jeb get eaten here by the Ursa.
Dire's top
Pings
tower
himself.
is falling.
AM into Storm is a bad matchup for Storm, but it's not a bad matchup for Storm if AM never uses ult on him.
Right.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You still have to play a matchup, it's not just automatically bad.
Necro taking out the T1 mid-air.
Oh, wait, no, I couldn't.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just good old-fashioned.
Dire's
Okay.
middle tower has fallen.
My keyboard is not working.
RG's keyboard's not working.
That's
Pause?
kinda sad.
You can pause the game like Merlini.
Yeah, there we go. Was that Centaur ult? Oh.
It was to try to save bot lane.
Yeah, I assume it's trying to save the Warlock. Did not work out. More of these camps are getting blocked off.
This is really making this game as annoying as possible for Elk.
Vision going up in the jungle here. Try to track his movements. One interesting thing I do gotta say, it's
Jab.
well, good night jab.
Unfortunate.
And even worse than that, you drop your fork.
Did what?
You dropped your fork.
I don't have a
Whatever that
fork.
was.
Middle tower is under attack.
Something metal hit the ground.
Maybe it was Ursa.
Yeah, there
It's
you
pretty
go.
low up here.
But Centaur only has a bootleg Blink Dagger. His Wish.com Blink Dagger in the form of the Tumbler's toy.
Exactly, yeah. Already getting watched by noobs.
Just like casually observing Centaur farm. Let's take a look at the
Dire's middle
oh,
tower is
Windrunner.
under
Just
attack.
kind of taking a casual dive down there at bot. Ties to a split kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Centaur ult there to try and save the Necro. Looking good so far. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one was basically a success. Lots of TPs coming in bot. Everybody hates Jab.
Yep.
Everybody hates Jab! They don't even know Windrunner's here yet, and everybody showed up!
Yeah, of course. You go to where the kills are, right?
Exo comes out on the Death Prophet. I believe this is our first Exo this game. Boss just got really hammered by Neek's Assassin ult there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Necro's
Because
here.
they're just kind of feeding on the silencer right now. Just eating him repeatedly. Now, of course, I'm not saying Jeb is feeding, I'm saying they're feeding on him. So it's not a
Necro
flame.
drops just a
Oh, what a golem!
failed Reaper Scythe there. Doesn't get anything done.
Dire's tower is under attack.
Neither is
all the
Warlock
vessels, all the vessels are out. Oh my god, that was so funny. Two people at like 20 HP walking away from each other with with urn charges, and neither of them die.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This fight still has not ended yet.
Dire's
Dark
turret
Willow
has
likely
been
about
killed.
to die. Nope, survives with
Plastic.
30 HP.
Very nice.
I shall repay you in time.
Necro is the one who ultimately decided to go for the urn charge here. Well, not the urn charge, just the urn in general.
Yep, vessel. Good against Elk. Pretty necessary against Elk, I'd say, actually. It's not bad against DP either.
Rada continuing to occupy this jungle up here. Notably, the warding campaign to just try and dry out the camps for alchemists is mostly ended at this point. One camp is knocked out, they haven't done anything more than that. Necro's still kind of slow sieging up on this bot T1 here. Looks like it's about to finish off. A Centaur ult here. I believe that's to save his own skin up at top, but unintentionally it's also gonna get Neeks killed.
He's bothering Ursa up here. He's super bothering Ursa up here. Well,
Yep, the timely appearance of the Dark Willow is going to...
Oh,
my god, Ursa's dead anyway!
Got him!
Very brave on Rada's part. Immediately dies to follow, but...
Gets him and baits 3 TPs? Holy, alright.
DP's finished vessel.
Such an aggressive way to play this game from Rod's team. Like, they're literally making the core's lives as miserable as possible. Like, going out of their way.
Notably not Alk anymore at this point. Alk has
okay.
been free farming for a little while now, and he's getting close to a Radiance. I think they need to turn a little bit of attention back towards the funny...
Wait. They didn't need to kill Ursa there, because he was kind of snowballing a little bit.
Okay, now suddenly things look kind of bad for Alchemist here. Does
Yeah,
not
Rada
have,
again.
he does
That
not
guy
have...
Out of my misery yet. No problem.
And the Alk's just getting cut down.
Such an aggressive game. I love it.
It's exactly what they need to do here. Exo popping. This is kind of a random time for an Exo. Just you can consider that definitely did not know where the Necro was.
I'd imagine it's probably to dissuade, or they're going in on silencer.
Very sadly, there's no Reaper Scythe up for that, or else Luth would likely die.
Still has it, but it's gonna heal himself up a little bit.
Just came back up.
Dire's top tower is under
Alk
attack.
Radiance is done. 15-minute, almost on the dot, Alk Radius.
Not outstanding, but not miserable. Pretty
Not as
middle
bad
of
as
the
it
road
could be.
Radiance timing. TP on Rada here. Rada who's still bothering Coffee Cat up here. Oh, the stun.
Global Silence gonna come out, but it's not gonna save the Centaur's life.
Yeah, he gets vesseled.
Or Molskis for that matter, who showed up here in moral support of his Centaur, but has fallen victim to his existence, basically. I think Necro TPing out forward was kind of the wrong strat down here at bot.
Has been killed.
Yeah, Alchemist just gets to walk away.
Unfortunate.
Dire's middle tower is under
Pops
attack.
his ult.
Alk has chosen kind of an awkward time to do this camp, though luckily for him, Necro's not actually gonna involve himself.
He's here as his jab. He's gonna dust this next assassin and pop him. Oh, good carapace. He's dead.
Chulin goes to Silencer here. First in a while, I think.
For me.
Got a decent amount here. Oh, Coffee Cat.
Necro's loses about 2/3 of his HP instantly. Finally,
So aggressive.
finally you see Centaur and Necro together here. After basically the whole game, they've been playing completely apart.
Dire's
Even these item choices are like filthy aggressive. Like Silencer Veil first. You know, Rada, quick blink, a Vessel on Necro. Like it's so aggressive.
Dire's
These guys just want to run at them,
Radiant structures
which is
are
good.
fortified.
It's a good way to play this game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire bot T2 goes down to about a third health.
Radiant's
Central.
top tower is under attack.
Yep, Centaur
Jab is kind of
just
stuck.
for-
Has been killed.
Kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place there.
Haste.
Very unfortunate turn for Silencer so far, 2-7 and 3.
Coming, gonna. RG has a haste rune. This is really awkward. Okay, it's not as awkward as it would be if Scythe was up, perhaps. Jab.
Death Brava got that magic resist trait, which is going to make her a lot tougher of a customer for some of these guys to deal with, namely Necro.
Smoke.
What can I say? Nature loves me.
I'm wittingly chasing new obs here. Well, I mean, they're wittingly chasing new obs. New obs is just completely unwitting to
Rudda's
see
gonna link onto Coffee Cut here. Yep.
Global comes out to
Global?
prevent Ursa from doing
Scythe?
anything. Scythe does not actually
Very good.
succeed, but Ursa does die immediately to follow.
Has been denied.
They just assassinated the Ursa. Very good.
Necro
Hello.
is
Oh,
just
man.
gonna randomly die here. How can I get the kill?
A lot of work by the next assassin there. Good stun.
By my demon staff.
Guess that was a little more awkward than maybe they wanted it to be. They kill Ursa, which is big. However,
They
they
end
need
up
to start
losing
killing
more
this elk.
gold. Yep.
Like, I'd say if this elk doesn't die within the next 5 minutes, this game is looking very hard.
They do have a lot of good tools to do it, it's just it needs to actually happen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I get why they kind of diverted the pressure they were putting on Elk to Ursa, but
It needs
it
to
needs
end.
to go back. It needs to go
Yeah.
back to Elk. Yeah.
Smoke
like-
here. Neeks, Invisible Neeks ends up breaking up all the smoke here. Elk
Airballs
is
the
a
stun.
way better.
He's gonna stun himself? No, he's not. Oh, the wind!
Do not adjust your screen. That was just my Dota there.
Very good.
Inexplicably, Molsky getting all these kills.
Yeah. Nice carapace. Don't think it matters though.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh, Neeks is gonna get an illusion round just to make this a little awkward.
Triple
not
kill
gonna-
Remolsky.
They're not gonna fall for any illusion diversion tactic.
Yeah, he did try to juke with the illusions there.
That is good. The biggest issue with that particular fight is no size. Necro only sitting on 2 this entire game has just barely missed out on a couple of them so far.
Yep. Oh my
Well, there's a
god,
big
they just
side for ya.
assassinate him.
I reap your
That's a short reveal on Necro.
That's such a quick 100 to 0. Needs to be KB. I don't think this game is survivable without BKB on these cores.
Alchemist is in a bit of a tricky place here. He is chasing this
Oh!
silencer, but he's just gonna go down very casually.
And the damage coming out from the team is crazy.
Bury me with my money, says the silencer. Rada going in deep, trying to get the Dark Willow. He's not gonna get anything done here besides his death.
He said, bury me with my blades.
Yeah, that's what he said, bury me with my money.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever been to burymewithmymoney.com? It's a good website.
Yeah, it's pretty quality.
Dire's top
Molsky
tower
gonna
is under attack.
For sponsors.
get run down.
This is a very
Maybe not.
frequent turn of things as Necro.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Warlock has the shard here. It's definitely good for him. Winner takes out the top T2. Not Molsky, New Obs, the Dark Willow. Coming in to try and get some sort of modicum of revenge here, but does not actually get it. Necro has
Shuffle
haste.
shot. Missed, but looks like Willow's pretty dead here. Maybe Wind's dead first though.
Again, very awkward time for there to not be a scythe.
Yeah. This is... Oh! Okay.
Molsky directs every single bit of fire on himself there.
Yep. Very good.
Phoenix Assassin is going to go down in mere moments. Quote from Ursa. Roar!
That's true.
Rhoda has found himself an entire pipe of insight here. It's gonna help him stand up to some of the magic damage coming out of the die here.
Pretty even game.
Yeah. Alchemist is quite
I think
far
it's-
ahead, but
It's worrying that the Radiant team doesn't have as much of a lead as they should, because like Dire outskills them really hard.
yeah, if Ursa gets immortal, I think he can get immortal this game. It can get bad, yeah. But then again, they have just put such a big damper on Ursa at this point. Like, it's 23 minutes, he hasn't even made a half a thought about doing Roche. Goodbye, Maniac.
Oh,
Actually, you
it's
don't have
fine.
any sight on him, so...
New Ob's gonna...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Feels like they desperately need BKB on Centaur. Feels like every fight there's just some situation where,
Reaper Scythe puts down New Ob's.
Yep, I don't know. I honestly kind of don't know if that was the target to go for here. But
Luth is here.
Exo comes out.
All these Centaur stuns.
To wash your blood from my claws.
Copycat's dead.
Ursa is very
Cover.
dead. The Alchemist just showed up for this fight, but like, it's actually
It's here
kind of
to-
low.
Here to pick on the supports. Luth
Well,
is
Luth just got
dead. Got him. Now Kami, last man standing. Good BKB.
Dodges, yep, dodges the shackle shot with the BKB. All Winter can do is just come, just lob some arrows into the back of his skull.
So 9-second BKB down for Elk.
Very good fight there by Dragon Ball Zeus. Good coordination. Gonna follow that up with go at Roche here. Necro's got his BKB.
Yeah, it does. RG gonna make this a pretty easy Roche.
What is just gonna have to go home after this, so he is out of both HP.
Has fallen to the Radiant.
Winrunner picks up the
Someone
Aegis here.
outrun death?
Ever see somebody outrun death? Ursa has only just now gotten Blank Dagger. First Roche happened at 25 minutes as the other team for Ursa. That's
Yeah, very unfortunate.
I am kind of starting to question mentally in my mind, especially considering Ursa went Diffie rather than Battle Fury and has not really shown that much results for it. Like, it is kind of starting to make me think, is Ursa going to be able to become invincible this game? I mean,
It's not the Ursa that's gonna outskill, it's the Elk.
right, but the problem is Alk like has so many answers on that lineup. Like, Alk is never going to be, I don't think, invincible this game. Not with the Urn, not with the Necro.
Yeah, I mean, they can 100-0 him pretty easily, but... Yeah, you have to do that. That is a step. It doesn't come automatically.
Right.
This boss looking at Kami here.
Dire's
A lot of
middle
folks looking
tower
at
is
Kami,
under
but
attack.
what they don't know is that Kami's team is coming in for him here. And I assume
Oh,
to,
Luth?
push out.
Dire's bottom tower
Oh no.
Global Silence coming out here to try and help save Winrunner, save that Aegis.
Boss is alive.
Yeah, but appears to have actually worked out here. Zeus is dead.
Oh, the scythe!
Scythe dropped right on his head. This is in the back of this, but man, this is not where he wants to be.
He's dead.
Running for his life does not get far.
Kami's the only survivor.
It's bow hunting season.
Ah. Oh man, dead even.
There's definitely, I think, momentum behind Dragon Ball Z here, as Dragon Ball Z started out this game at a pretty nasty kill deficit, and now that has completely been breached.
I mean, the elf team is getting led in net worth, so that should tell you.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Rada going for hard here. Decided not to break his
Dire's top
Vanguard
tower
for it,
is under
interesting.
attack.
Wants to keep it for Elk, maybe? I don't know. Guess it's not the worst thing in the world to have Vanguard against Dog. We're gonna have the armor break on you if you don't have BKB, so it's not doing anything there. Such a small percentage of the health gets blocked there. Certainly would not be a bad game to disassemble the Vanguard into Heart and
Dire's
Lotus.
bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah.
A lot of quite nasty debuffs that you can purge off, and it also lets you purge the Necro stuff off of yourself if you're in an emergency. I believe, anyway.
Dire's
Only,
bottom
so I
tower
think
is
it's
under attack.
debuffs only.
Radiant's courier.
So-
That's just like a, it's like a allied debuff. I don't know how that works. I don't think. I think you only purge enemy debuffs, is what I'm trying to say, but not 100% confident. Let's see.
Radiant's top tower is
The,
under attack.
the Dire here are adopting a very turtle-tastic position.
Yep. They will kill Jab.
No more from me.
We'll hear no more from Silence here. The Death Prophet looking at the Centaur Warrunner, but really looking's all she can do.
Rhoda. Just poking Luthier.
Just being an annoyance. Ursa going so deep on the Windrunner. That's a BKB reveal for Windrunner. Gets Ursa killed.
Oh my god.
I believe that's the 9-4. Oh no, that was actually the 8.
Centaur
Centaur
ult.
comes out, and suddenly this fight went from bad to worse. Oh! Oh my god, I
survived.
can't believe.
What? How's that guy alive?
Necro UP.
I might need an instant replay on that one.
It's going to go down eventually.
Oh no, the
Gonna shackle
shackle!
herself.
Never
Global
mind.
silence coming out just to
Kami's
make sure
dead,
there's
though.
no ult. And yep, Kami's just gonna fall right down here. 73 seconds till he's back up.
They might lose Rex for this. Yeah, they're definitely gonna lose Rex for this if Luke does. Yep. They're running him all the way back down to home.
Dire's middle tower is under
It's
attack.
not safe anywhere.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Here comes the conveniently timed flip. He's gonna try and get Rada here, but it looks like Centaur Warrunner might have the last laugh.
Dire's middle tower is under
I
attack.
back off the DP. Does not have the X though.
Silence.
Ursa, okay.
Has fallen.
Man, this mix is making it so much more annoying than it needs to be.
I was just about to die up when DOT's there. Oh, Centaur is so deep in the weeds here. That's the DP buyback. Has a dieback now.
They're not even safe in their own base right now. Okay, maybe if Coffee Cat gets rid of the problem silencer.
Is under attack.
Kind of low on resources here. Okay. Coffee Cat is just murdering them.
Dire's middle barracks Radiant's bottom
Coming.
tower is under
Necro
attack.
has
BKB
to pop
dodge.
BKB. Yep.
This is
Winner.
awkward.
Coming out here. Yeah, but Necro, like, okay,
Listen.
I think if Necro stays for that, that's just a kill. But
The Radiance misses. Thank you, Gaben.
Is under attack.
another lag spike there. Not really sure why that's happening. It was not happening when I was recording earlier.
Swiftly through forest shade.
So Alk Bloodthorn, by the way. I think it's a very interesting item and a big reason why that last fight went as well as it did for them.
1,820 gold change stands there, much of it directly into Ursa's
Has
pocket.
fallen.
Ursa's got a haste ring, so he's just getting the hell out of here. Alk just canceled his TP.
Well, maybe the creepy was keeping too dead.
Yeah, maybe.
I assume that's what happened.
Okay, it's gonna check Roche, not actually up yet.
Is 1 minute.
I think we're gonna take out the shrine here. Shouts to Meth, who's joined us in chat apparently.
Hello, Ma.
Shouts to Centaur Warrunner, who's finished up his heart. I
Shouts
think
to
that's
Centaur Warner, who's joined us in chat.
Yeah, Centaur Warrunner appearing in chat. The Centaur Heart is gonna make things actually a lot more difficult. I think Rada is. I just want to say this: Rada's not a 3-player. This is a really, really goddamn good performance for like a not a 3-player. You know what I mean? I can tell you this from experience. Like he's just playing this exactly the way he needs to. He's just making himself such an issue for them. He's pulling off the ultimate platonic ideal of the Pause 3 by making it so that they can't possibly ignore him, while at the same time he's still the least appealing possible target for them to beat up.
Yeah, for sure.
Necro taking up a Blink Dagger here, which I think is actually going to be a pretty game-changing item, potentially. It feels like a lot of these fights, you know, Necro has just been slightly out of reach of things, and now that's no longer going to be the case. Game has crawled to a halt here, it feels like, which I think is going to be, for the most part, good for the brothers against NATO.
Yep.
Nobody's really doing anything right now. She's just giving Alk and Ursa some time to try and catch up. Be a Roche attempt here.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams are angling around the pit.
Taking a look at Luth. Luth realizes perhaps the danger that he's in. Starts getting right the hell in the trees, but Centaur ult's gonna make that just not really work out. Necro fights himself! Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, he's BKB.
Your flesh.
No, near the pit.
Pretty good global.
Oh!
Ursa's
the
getting
heal.
so baited by Silencer! He was trying so hard to get rid of him here!
Oh my... What healed him?
What healed who? Silencer?
Yeah, Silencer. He's 1 hit away from death, and he got, like, barely healed enough. It survived with, like, 1 HP. It was actually insane.
I'm going to assume either Shadow Word, a Necro, straight Necro
I think it was a Death Pulse. Like, that was so insane. The fact that he survived that is actually mad. Well, they're all sipping Molski's, though.
So, yeah.
I guess it's Molski's doing.
Yeah, Molski really engineered that very well, like, basically
Boss
just
is
flounders out.
running down Kami right now.
Oh my god! Alchemist
he's
with
alive.
100 health.
How are these people living?
Death Prophet has arrived. This encounter at Roche has gone on so long that Death Prophet had time to fully respond.
This game is so crazy right now. The boss almost just
completely ate the out.
Right back to his death. Yeah.
It's definitely a big standout game for Boss so far, I think. Gets the shard.
Yep, very good.
Looks like he's gonna be popping that on himself. Once that annoying Gale Force, which everybody in Dota hates. Not as much as when it came out, don't get me wrong, but I think everyone still hates it. I'm gonna try and split push down here. Rod is actually just trying to chase him, but Elk's just too fast for him without the ult up. I was gonna converge down on the bot lane.
Yep. A lot of heroes. Boss says he's gonna run up to this wave. I think he's fine. Yeah, he can just walk away from this.
Roar! Yep, the second
especially
Ursa
to just run away from this.
Yep. Ursa gives him a funny look. Centaur immediately just hits the button. Boss is out of there.
Very nice.
Yeah, farther, just out of the range of support of his friends there. I like Warlock's quick buy.
It's pretty good.
Very thematically appropriate. Very more appropriate.
It is. He's got the Grimoire, yeah.
Winner going for the shard reveal here on the Dark Willow.
He had fear bombs.
Fear bombs, yep. But is not going to make any kind of save. RG is godlike.
He is.
13-1 and 12 on the macro, jeez.
That's what since we're really godlike.
Yeah. Without the Dark Willow, it's a very dead looking Rex. Alchemist is going to go in here, but it's almost a matter of protest.
Oh, the golem.
Yeah. Ursa's gonna get the silence here. Good job for him, don't get me wrong, but
Safe.
Yep.
Oh man, this vessel is making this game so hard for Elk.
Boss is kind of awkwardly positioned there, but he's finally in the matchup. Immediately eats a Death Prophet.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, backdoor.
Yep, backdoor came up.
Team spur moment.
Winner's shard just pushes everyone away. Can't even think about making any kind of defense on this thing.
Nix has an Axe, is that at least? There we go, 40 minutes, the Rex finally go down.
8k gold advantage for the Radiant, which I mean,
yeah,
that's like
again,
9k now. Which I mean, that doesn't sound like much, but like against an Alchemist, like a 10k gold lead might as well be like 20k, you know?
Yeah, for sure. It's actually crazy that their cores are this farmed.
Winner still has the Aegis here. They're looking to pressure up on the top tower here. They have decided to take a slight aside to look at some of these guys down here, but...
Illusion.
RG? Yeah. They're gonna converge on Kami right now.
They figure out which one the real one is. It's gonna be quite bad.
Oh, Shackle!
Yep, Shackle
He's
comes
dead.
out on him. Got
BKB.
the BKB, yep. BKB's down. Hi, Molsky.
Alright. That was awkward.
He's actually gonna get away. He did not have an urn charge on his head when he got out there, so...
Okay, when
Wow, still
we'll not
committed
give up
to
on
this,
this.
but... Nick's Assassin just makes it not an option.
He probably wants him to pop his Aegis. But looks like it's not gonna happen. Also need to find another way to fill up his mana.
Well, I bet it'll happen when the Aegis expires.
Yeah, the Aegis. Yeah, I guess I
30
forgot about
seconds.
Aegis. I guess I forgot about Aegis Reclaim, yeah.
Centaur beating up his own kind. Lack of any ability to do anything about the BKB, though, is definitely noticeable. Even with a 6-second BKB, it does feel like Kami is generally able to survive off of that. Centaur Warrunner, kind of awkward encounter there.
Oh, the golem!
Very good golem. Necro coming out the back here. Try and throw some support into this fight.
If they delay long enough for boss to get here, this could be really bad for Kami.
Is
He's here. He's almost here. Oh man.
Is this gonna go to hell again? Yep. Scythe one more time.
Boss running forwards.
Molsky using
Molsky with
the
vision.
yeah, vision from the golems here. Another good play by Molsky. Very subtle, but that's very good. Position the golems in such a position.
What a shackle.
There, you do have a glyph for this thing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alchemy is the future. And yep, glyph does come out on this thing, but it is kind of a last second glyph. Boss, yeah,
Boss is okay.
got 100 to 0 there.
That's certainly a way you want to start. If they can kill RG, we might be cooking with gas here.
We're like just kind of TBing into the middle of that.
Molsky insta Bloodthorn.
Windrunner bought back!
Boss buyback.
That is a very brave buy, especially considering they don't really have anybody down at this point. Alchemist did also buy back for this.
Yes.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
Denied the tier
Yep.
3.
T3
Something
denied.
funny about that.
When they're immediately going to get to work, just hammers the range racks here.
Dire's top
And
tower
runs away.
Yep, this time is not going to let that under to 0 go down on his head. $11K gold lead on the Radiant. Enemy has vision at the Dire top melee
middle tower
Rarix.
is under attack.
Boss.
Trying to go in on Kami there. Kami blinks out at
Shackle,
the perfect time.
Yeah, Shackle kind of airballs as a result.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
It's kind of an awkward way for Centaur to get feared there.
Interesting period, yeah.
Focus fire comes out on the melee racks.
It's
They're
not
not actually
dead.
dead.
He's gonna kill it, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe
just
not if
getting
he's stunned for
chain
30
stunned.
seconds.
Yep.
Okay,
Run a chain
wacky.
stun to death. From the Abyssal and Alchemist.
Oh, the sun!
Nope.
It's not dead.
Versus,
Great golem.
makes Assassin buyback. Ursa has the option if he so chooses.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
RG.
Oh man, this
Oh,
Windrunner!
the winds!
The Windrunner, man!
The winds have changed. They're blowing.
Maniac just finally puts it into Necro's Reign of Terror. This
Boss,
is bad. Boss getting just wombo comboed here. Does not have enough mana for BKB.
This Nyx assassin is doing so much work right now. What a player.
So the good news is all the cores on Radiant just went down there in succession, including the Necro, who through this game has been basically untouched. The bad news is that they needed everybody to buy back and
Dire's
all their
middle tower
resources
is
to do
under
that.
attack.
Yeah, and Elk died back.
Yep. But so did Windrunner, because Windrunner also
true.
bought for that.
Yep. Indeed.
Which means both teams going a very, very long time without arguably their win condition.
So reset for next fight.
Also means that by the time the Windrunner and the Alchemist are up, Necro is going to be up for sure. Roche is going to be up. tense game. Tense game.
It really is.
I do feel like if that happens to the Radiant again, if Radiant loses all their cores again, I think they just lose the game. Even with this 11k net worth advantage, I do think they have enough push power. And I think if Ursa comes back into this game and starts getting terrifying, then it's just all downhill from there. But that's a big if.
Easy breezy.
Especially when you make the consideration that Windrunner is still not at the height of her power yet. She still has items to buy. Also pulled in a Lincoln Sphere while dead. It's going to stop the Alchemist stun. It's going to stop the first mana burst. So on and so forth. Rada is going to regret being here real soon. Golem though.
The Willow.
Not looking like it's going to do much here.
It's looking like it's doing a lot to Ursa, actually.
Necro's charging in from the back.
He is. Oh, just barely.
Why did Kami just die?
Why did Kami just die? You got run out by wind, I assume.
Yep.
Maniac also
Assassin,
dead, unfortunate.
Yep. That's a dieback for Neek's Assassin.
That's a free Roche.
Ah! Silencer gets hit by the stupid Death Prophet Snowball, said. This likely game. I don't know how they defend this without either Alk or Neek's Assassin. Especially considering that if need be, Silencer can buy back TP to the outpost. Oh, Molsky is gonna likely die here. Just taking DP for a walk. Nope, never mind. He's gonna TP out. Alright.
Very cool.
Somebody take the Aegis? There we go. I like how Silencer pings it. Alk just bought an Ags for someone, presumably Ursa. We'll be able to get it out in 30 seconds. Roche did take too long for them. Now they want to go bot, try to clean up the last lane. But unfortunately for them, everybody's going to be up on Dire by the time they get there, which is going to be awkward.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Nuob's courier gets cut in half.
Yep, that had his eggs on it. Unfortunate.
Hey, Al can just give him the one that he has if he isn't going to give it to Ursa for some insane reason.
That was kind of you.
Yep, Ursa takes the eggs. It's gonna sit here. Pulls out ult here. He's just gonna die. Yep, just dies in mere moments.
Boss.
Global silence.
This isn't a disaster yet.
What's a really bad start to these affairs?
Okay, good shot.
Not Rada, Boss is going to shackle up the Alchemist and just go for the Rax
Oh,
here.
no, he's dead!
But, yeah.
Silence. My heart beats you.
What is
They
happening?
didn't get a
here?
single Rax off of that. Oh, Ursa's dead, though! He does have
he
buy.
The hoofbeats of your heart beat no more.
Could be worse.
Oh my gosh, what a crazy defense.
I would definitely say successful.
Kami!
He's
Oh
fine.
God, he's alive! Can't keep getting away with it.
There's so much stun on this team. Here's the downside, though. They're gonna lose Rax for this. Oh, again.
That's a buyback.
No, BKB out on the Necro. Gonna come out
Kami's
very
alive
late.
again.
That's Megas. We've Rada bought back for that.
Yeah, he did.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The Warlock just got Refresher Orb. Many golems. Do feel like there's a good chance that when these two on Radiant respawn, that's just going to be the end of it. Of course, this could be one of those legendary 10 to 20 minute Mega Creeps defenses that don't win that we've been seeing so often recently.
It could be. Be very
Centaur
fun.
Warrunner very bravely here, just trying to scrap with Alchemist, does not actually end up starting the fight. Centaur actually still has the cheese. Might not be a terrible idea to hand that off to somebody, just use as a bootleg Aegis. I guess they're going to be pressuring into the space.
Yep.
Four-man smoke. Rada is out of it here.
Or as the bait, or what?
Gonna go out on Luth here. Gonna Scythe. Scythe is a little early, but man is still dead. Unfortunately for them, though, he has buyback, so.
Yes.
Kami made it to the secret shop, got a swift flank.
Yep.
Ursa just finished a satanic.
Willow stuck in no man's land here.
Yep. A late game for a little while, but ultimately is going to go down here. I like the golems directly on top of the Nyx Assassin's head. Wolfsky tries to go for the second set of golems there, but doesn't actually make. Kami's dead.
He is dead, yeah.
Kami's dead, no buy.
Rather unfortunate.
Ursa is gonna ult, so he's okay.
It's okay, yeah.
That's a dieback on Luth. That's ult. Okay, no, Ursa's just gonna casually die.
The game.
And that's it, 1-1. Both teams living to another week.
And three,
Oh man, oh man, oh man. That's a very interesting way to try and run this lineup, I think, for Dragon Ball Zeus. I just think this is an awesome draft.
yeah, it's very good.
Oh, the game is safe to leave. That's good to hear.
Thank God for that.
I think this is an awesome draft on Dragon Ball Zeus, like, especially when you think about what they're looking at in this game. I think this is already a pretty solid draft, just on its own. Like this Warlock Necro combo, the Silencer and the Centaur to stop anything from going wrong, right? And the Windrunner's just kind of there to beat up buildings and occasionally just snack on a pause 1. Or pause 2 in this case, I guess, for the most part, but it's a really good lineup in theory, and I think in the actual game it's in against the Ursa and the Alchemist, I think it just worked out really, really well for them. And honestly, I don't think I really have anything to say but that. Again, some very good performances here, especially by the triangle here of Rada, Molsky, and Boss, who, you know, through this season have kind of been punching bags, perhaps in the popular side of things, but in this game, they certainly showed a very good side of themselves. Ultimately, walked away. Very convincing victory. Very convincing Duke. Just good job to DBZ. I think this is I think if you play more games like this, these reforms might. It's probably realistically, it's probably too late to get on bracket, but it can definitely show at least a good showing of yourselves at the end of the season. So, with that being said, if you're somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg to sign up today. It's too late to get into Season 14. Obviously, we're more than halfway through this goddamn season. But always looking for stand-ins. Stand-ins flying every week. You know, need a lot of folks to those positions. And, who's our sponsor this week, Randy?
Our sponsor is Iceman.
Yeah, sponsored by Iceman, whose game is going on right now. We were going to swing by and catch that one too if these games ended early, but they didn't, because every game this season is a 60-minute classic. We'll see you next time.